Hi friends, in this video I will explain simplest protocol for 6 marks or maybe 5 marks. So this simplest protocol which will comes under the niceness channel. Under that will be the two protocols are present. So first one is the simplest and another one is a stop and wait. So in a real network, the data link protocol are implemented as bidirectional, which means simultaneously we are going to sending a data and then receiving acknowledgement. Data flows in both directions. In this protocol, flow and error control information such as acknowledgement and negative acknowledgement is included in the data frames in a technique called piggybacking. So within that, in a real-time application and all, the sender is going to acting as a both sender and then receiver, and the receiver also it is going to performing or acting a dual role sender. So at the time you both are responsible sending and then receiving a acknowledgement from the both ends. So the process we are going to, or technique we are going to call it as piggybacking. So under that niceless the protocol, the first protocol is a simplest protocol. Simplest protocol is the one that has no flow or error control. So they have made the assumption in this the simplest protocol there is no errors or maybe the problem it has been present with respect to this. It is a unidirectional protocol in which data frames are traveling in only one direction from the sender to the receiver. So we need to know about the design. The data link layer at the sender side gets the data from its network layer, because as we are encountered sending a data from sender to the receiver, we should get an intimation from a network layer and then makes a frame out of the data and sends it. So whenever we have encountered or initiation from a network layer to the data link layer, it is going to make frames and then it is going to pass on to below layer it is present, which is physical layer. The data link layer at the receiver side receives the frame from its physical layer and extracts the data from the frame and delivers the data to its network layer. So with respect to the receiver, it is going to receiving a data from a physical layer and then extract the frame out of that, and then which is going to remaining things it has been delivered onto the network layer present at the receiver. The data link layer of a sender and receivers provides a transmission services for their network layers. The data link layer uses the services provided by their physical layers such as signaling, multiplexing and so on for the physical transmission of bits. The sender side cannot send a frame until its network layer has a data packet to send. Similarly, the receiver side cannot deliver the data packet to its network layer until a frame arrives. So just comparing the initiation from a network layer at a sender side and the initiation from a physical layer at the receiver side. So here the design of the simplest protocol with no flow or error control. So just discussed here will be a sender and then receiver are present, and then we should get a intimation from a network layer to the data link layer, which means whatever the packet it has been present, it is going to comes under the data link layer, it is going to extract the frames and then that it has been sending onto the physical layer, and then the frame or bits it has been passes in the receiver. So with respect to the receiver, it is going to get intimation from a physical layer to the data link layer. So and then this it is going to keep frames and the remaining data it has been delivered onto the receiver of a network layer. So here some the events and the action we need to know it. So as we with respect to the automata theory, we must know the what are the states and then actions, all those things. So for that they have indicated here. So event request from a network layer, which means what we should get a request or intimation from a network layer, then the corresponding action it has to be performed. So here what is the action? Repeat forever algorithm for a sender side. Whenever this event has been occurring, then the corresponding algorithm for a sender side it is performed. So this is with respect to the sender side it has been happening. And then similarly with respect to the receiver, we will be having the event. What is that event? Notification from a physical layer. So from the physical layer we should get intimation. Then what is action to be performed? Algorithm for receiver side. So this is the design of a simplest the protocol. So it is shows an examples of communication using this protocol. It is very simple. The sender sends a sequence of frames without even thinking about the receiver. To send 3 frames, 3 events occur at the sender side and 3 events at the receiver side. So here we should get a packet from a network layer to the data link layer. The frame it has been sent to the data link layer. Again, with respect to the receiver, data link layer to the network layer, it is going to extracting a packet like that 1, 2, 3, n number of frames it has been sending from a sender to the receiver. So in the examination, they will ask write the FSM for simplest protocol or stop and wait protocol. So based upon the marks, we need to write the or based upon the question, we need to write the FSMs or maybe other the flow diagram and design. So each FSM, which means finite state machine, has only one state, the ready state. So in this, the simplest protocol will be having the only one state, which means ready state. The sending machine remains in the ready state until the request comes from a process in the network layer. When this event it has been occurs, the sending machine encapsulates the message in a frame and send it to the receiving machine. So within this, whenever the corresponding event it has been happening from a network layer, it is going to perform the action in the data link layer. The receiving machine in the ready state until the frames arrive from the sending machine. When this event occurs, the receiving machine decapsulates the message out of the frame and delivers to its processor at the network layer. So this which is going to indicating through the FSM. So which means finite state machine diagram. So this concept which may related onto the automated theory. So in this, the each and every whatever the applications are present during execution, one state may change into the several other state. If you take an example of your mobile phone itself, right, within that the mobile it is in idle state, and then once upon if you want to make a call, so this idle state it has been changing onto the dialing state. So idle initially the mobile it has been idle state, and then whenever we are going to dialing at the time it has been changing on the state of the dialing. And then next whenever we need to enter onto the valid number, which means what the connecting. And then so these are the some of the few examples: idle, connecting, dialing. So which means what there are 3 states or maybe 4 states are present when you make a call to the some person. So here also the only one state it has been present, ready state, and then the starting arrow mark we are going to indicating also the start state, and then this the only one state it is present. So for that state only we need to give the what loop back the or maybe self transitions are present, and then another the representations are present. We are going to write in horizontal line above what we have to write and then below what we have to write. So event is a occurrence of a given particular point of time. So that is we are going to call it as event. And then whenever the corresponding event it has been happening, so for that what kind of action need to perform, that should be written under the below the horizontal line. So in this packet came from a network layer, that is the event. Whenever this event has been occurring, then make a frame and then send to it. So this is with respect to the sending node FSM, and then similarly with respect to the receiving node. So initially it has been ready state, and then that it is going to indicating a start state itself, and then the what is the event it has been occurring, frame arrived. Whenever the frame arrived from a physical layer, it is going to deliver the packet to the network layer. Right? This is the action to be performed whenever this event has been occurred. Thank you.